I'm Siti Sawabiti Masawari. Today, I would like to share with all of you about my thesis entitled Exploring Tourist Behavior Intention in Virtual Reality Moose Tourism using an Extended Stimulus Organism Response Model. So basically, as we can see that the emergence of smart tourism in industry has successfully helped in optimizing performance via transmission and information communication. And smart tourism also facilitate tourism industry and competitiveness, generating solution for the asset evolution, shaping the tourism product and services in real time. And recently, we can see that tourism industry in Malaysia is moving forward to acknowledge virtual reality concept as Malaysia's Smart Tourism 4.0 initiative. And talking about the issue, due to COVID-19, we can see that the drop numbers of tourists appear, and most tourism is the first industry that start to close to all the tourists to visit. Due to that, there is required to drive for future tourism activities. It is required for new norms for tourists like smart tourism and focusing on virtual reality need to be introduced to the industry. And add on to that, in 2019, we can see that there was a total of 140 million Muslim tourists, representing of 10% of global travel industry. This number is expected to increase post-pandemic, with the Muslim population growing at a rate of 70% compared to the global average of 32%. Due to all these things, there is a need and urge for tourism industry player to promote something that easily available for the future tourism. And therefore, due to all this issue, I come up with a study to identify the virtual reality authentic experience of the most tourism among tourists. The second one, to examine the influence of virtual reality authentic experience of the most on cognitive and affective responses. And last but not least, to examine the influence of cognitive and affective responses in predicting tourist behavior intention in most tourism. As an underpinning theory, I use theory of SOR, Stimulus Organism Response, by Merhaba and Russell in 1970, which covered three components of independent variable: authentic experience, cognitive response, affective response, and one dependent variable, behavior intention in most tourism. So talking about how I'm going to run this research, basically, this research is quantitative in nature, whereby I use cross-sectional study as a method of collecting data, and sample is 384 actually tourists that had experience using virtual reality most tourism. And as the instrument, actually I adopt my instrument questionnaire from Kim ETL 2020 that cover on the construct of authentic experience, affective response, cognitive response, and behavior intention. And it's a hope that this study become important foundation for sustainable most tourism services, business, and virtual reality. Is strongly believed to be game changer to the most tourism, offering and improving tourist travel experience and generating revenue to the most. And last but not least, this study will assist tourism stakeholders like Islamic Tourism Center, ITC, to acknowledge the importance of virtual reality in most tourism. I think that's all from my part. Thank you.